Welcome to my kitchen. I've been noticing I've been doing a lot of singing. Um, and I'm not saying I'm doing singing that's like epic, get me on a stage quality. Rather, while I'm doing things, like right now, I'm preparing some lettuce for a future salad. And I noticed that, like, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm on a hike, I'm on the toilet, in the shower, and something is in my head and I'm spinning about it. And I start coming up with a song. It doesn't matter if it rhymes, but it helps me process what's happening. And I get things out. Like I get things out of my mind that go woo, 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 like on a mental loop that just keeps going over and over itself. Yeah, and it feels like it's a mental dance party. Like it's catching something that's not out of my system, that's not verbally articulated to maybe myself or to somebody else, that maybe doesn't need to go anywhere, or maybe it will, but it's in its budding stage, it's in its early life form that I don't have the clarity for. But the song helps me find, it helps me find what's at the center of the struggle. How am I triggered? How am I having self-talk that's not in the affirming higher vibration that I want? So, sing a song. Sing a song. Okay, so what are some examples of songs? Maybe you're thinking. Yeah. I don't like this thing that happened yesterday. I don't like how the communication went. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It felt icky. It felt icky. I felt trapped. I felt like I had to do it and I didn't want to. So what to do? What to do? Whew. Okay, so even in that song, I call it a song. Feels funny to call it a song. There was a lot that was happening inside my body. Like if you recognized the breath and you recognized my shaking, that was me kind of like, if things were like stored in this kind of like chunky way in my system, it was like the movement and the breathing all work together, and then the vocals to give it voice, to give it a naming, to put it out in a way that I think has some gentleness, like, anyway, there's other practices or other ways that people do things, and I'm enjoying this because there's like a lightness to it. It's like I'm, instead of spinning inward more, like the swirl can go inner, 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 and then I get tighter, tighter, tighter. Versus this feels like I'm spinning it out, I'm spinning it bigger, it's getting more expanded, and it might move. Like I might come back to this experience from yesterday, or it might be over. That might be all that I needed to articulate what was going on inside of myself. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to say is when you're singing to yourself, say it all. Like, okay, here's another song. Grocery store person. I was weird and I'm sorry. I was weird and I'm sorry. And notice, like, I can't not move. Like, there's something about it that helps it not be so, like, I don't know, in me. More to the song. I was attempting to connect with you and it didn't work. From my perspective, I don't know what your perspective is, But the look in your face when that happened felt like no. And I'm glad I stopped. I'm glad I backed away. Gave me more to consider, to experience you and notice me. Experience you and notice me. And it can kind of like keep riffing out if it wants to, or it can be and scene. Give it a shot.
Yes, kitten.